And before we know it, we are in Old Town. It's always important to find a way how to navigate your premises or your environment when you are in a new place. But for the case of Mombasa town, Mombasa city, tuk-tuks are your best choice. Today's journey finds us heading to Old Town. There's a place called Old Town in Mombasa, and today is where we're headed. This place is nice, it has very old architecture, and on top of that, it's where the infamous Fort Jesus is located, and we shall be checking that out. And before we know it, we are in Old Town. So there's a place called Old Town in Mombasa, and that is where we are currently. Streets here are quite narrow, and the buildings really bring out the picture of why the place is called Old Town. The architecture is really old, from the slave trade days. That's my guess, at least. And the place is littered with so many tourists. We were finally able to access one of the viewpoints where we were able to see the ocean much closer. As our tour progressed, we came across this nice old building, but by the looks of it, I think it has some mixtures of construction techniques. I wouldn't want to say it's completely rammed earth, but I think some elements are really from rammed earth. Which brings us to our main destination, which is Fort Jesus. It's really massive, and I wonder and imagine how it looked like in its early days. So if you're here and you don't want to enter Fort Jesus, you can just slope down and access the beach. Finally made it to Fort Jesus behind me. So like history tells us, this was a very important structure during the slave trade era. But now, surprise attraction. We are at the beach again, at the ocean, and yeah, I can't believe so many years ago this was it was a place where so many people lost lives, and so you can see some crabs underneath there. Oh wow. So currently we are at Fort Jesus. You can imagine so many things that happened here in the past. But currently it's a tourist site. Oh no. So if you come to Mombasa, it's a place you can visit. If you choose not to enter the fort, moving and walking around the fort is free. You can come and spend your day, your good time out here. But behind me is the fort.
Mommy, water.
We left the fort. It was a good visit. It was a nice one. Besides its history. Yeah, my name is Peter from that post Homestead. Catch you another one. Bye.